You can visit a graveyard? What does that do? Oh. I guess it says who you go on a date with. Okay, let's go. Hello again. It's nice to see you. Just put your name down and you can go right in. Okay. Palm, liars, black. So 1 palm, 2 liars, 3 black. Alright, we'll go with 2. Room of Liars. Like the instrument. The Room of Liars looks a bit like a conference hall. The kind you might see in an airport hotel. There was a meeting of regional managers here yesterday, followed by some couple's 65th anniversary in the evening for ghosts. They had left a few balloons behind. Worn plush stacking chairs are set on either side of the lacquered oak tables. In one corner, there are wine glasses and a metal pitcher of water. Do ghosts drink water? Alongside a stainless steel urn for coffee. Aren't urns for dead people? Ghosts don't need coffee. No. One particularly nervous ghost is holding a cup anyway. Some habits never die. The bell rings and a ghost appears. Oh, that is... Oh my gosh. Ah! A ghost. Oh god. Sorry. Of course you're a ghost. We all are. I'm still not used to this whole being dead thing. I'm not used to it either. I'm not that scary. 1 or 2. I think our ghost is like a scaredy cactus. That's what it kind of looks like. Nothing prepares you for this life. Except this isn't life. Post-life. I feel so lost. BT Dub, how's the sound? Louder, quieter? When I used to have anxiety attacks, I'd focus on my breathing. Listen to my heart beating. Now I can't breathe. I don't even have blood. What does that mean? I wish I knew. I think it's pretty neat. Take it one step at a time. 1, 2, 3. How is it sweating? If it doesn't have blood? Sweat is ooze. Okay, good night, DB page. I think it's pretty neat. What? You're kidding, right? We are ghosts. Caught between life and death. Isn't that terrifying? Sleep well, and thanks for your help again, DB page. I appreciate it. I appreciate you. 1, not really. 2, I can see how it's scary. I think I'll do... I can see how it's scary. Oh, sorry, Rimmels. Of course you can. When I was alive, I was so scared of ghosts. It started when I was little. A movie I saw. I pushed my bed against the wall and told my mom it was so I wouldn't fall out. I couldn't sleep unless my back was against that wall. Oh, poor kid. Okay, well, I'll just be more patient. That's so cute. Why were you scared? What good would that do? Yeah. Don't go away video. I did anyway. There we go. I like this music better than the sewer rave music. It's just nice. Oh yeah, no worries. You didn't have to get on your computer just for that, but thanks. I'm gonna go with that's cute. I guess. It didn't feel cute at the time though. I was just afraid. I'd picture the worst ghosts. Devils, dark entities, hateful things floating in the room, hiding in mirrors, watching, standing behind me. And now? Now I learned they were there. Everyone who told me that there was nothing to be afraid of, they were wrong. Ghosts are real. And I am one. One, it's not so bad. 2, it's a lot to accept. Being the thing that your childhood was afraid of. There is no 3. There's just 1 or 2. Yeah, so hunting, I'll need to assign you a category on Discord. But once I do that, then you can get in. I think I'll do it. It's a lot to accept, because it is. Yeah, it is. Are you afraid of ghosts? Yes, no, not anymore. He's definitely a scaredy ghost. And what changed? Life feels weird now. I found things to like. But I used to be afraid of ghosts. But not anymore. What changed? I found things to like. But is that true? I mean, we're not a dating simulator, so life feels weird now. I guess with some distance. Being a ghost is normal. And it's life that is weird. I'm sure not there yet. Ooh. Well, that was a scared ghost. The bell rings. Oh. That was just the bell. Phew. Thank you for listening. I guess we'll talk more in a bit. Hopefully the other ghosts are as nice as you. Another ghost appears. Well, look what we have here. The ghost voice creaks like ancient wood. The name's Spooker Peter. To have a name like that, I feel like you're trying too hard. He tips his hat. Oh, now I'm convinced. Dust spills off the brim. How do you do? I do okay. Uno, you seem ancient. Dos. Bum, 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 bum. 1 or 2, chat. Admittedly, this music is kind of putting me to sleep, though. It's like a grungy lullaby. You seem ancient. My record of hauntings. I didn't know that they kept records like that. Goes back long as the door. Since the Black Death took me in 65. Like 1365? 1665. I thought the plague was earlier. You've seen a lot then. I'm gonna go with I thought the plague was earlier because I did think the plague was earlier. The Black Death came in waves, lingered for centuries. I was a doctor in London. I knew I'd got it. The second the chills started, I was dead in days. Last great gasp of bubonic on the island. Some 68,000 went with me. That's awful. Ever since then, I've been spooking folks. Even been in books. That's cool. Not always by name, mind you, but you could tell when it's me. The top hat. The fear. All hot and sick. Nobody spooks them like Spooky Peter. And then, are you the devil? I try my best. I think that's a fair question, Hunting. Just one of his helpers. That's awful. You could be too. There's something in your eyes. Potential. Teach me your spooky ways. I'm not like that. Yeah, I'm not like that. That's what I was leaning towards as well, Hunting. Every ghost's a little like that. You have the means. Perhaps you lack the motive. I don't want to hurt people. You're a weird dude. I feel like either of them are safe bets here. I don't want to hurt people. I'm not saying you need to hurt them. Just spook them. Scaring people can hurt them. How do you do that? I just had an idea. I wonder if this fixes my gray issue. No, it doesn't. Scaring people can hurt them? Alright. I can honestly say, I don't follow. I'd never lay a hand on anyone. It's not the way to spook them. What about their mental health? Or never mind. I see what you mean. Getting in there. Possessing folks. Overloading the wires. I ain't no mind slicer, that's being honest. I'm glad to be done with this guy, I don't like him. The bell rings. There's the bell. It means we move on. This swift talk of ours, it wasn't all pleasant, I'll be honest. But I'll come back around. See it through. We owe each other that. I don't know about that. A thick layer of dust now covers the table. Another ghost appears. That looks like a shark. Oh, it's a loan shark, maybe? Want to make some money? Excuse me? Maybe. Doesn't everyone? I'm just gonna pick excuse me right now, because I think it would be funny. Do you want to make some money? Dollar bills? Cashola? You know the stuff. I understand what money is. How, though? One or two? How, though? Not so fast? Let me feel this out first. You could be a narc. I'm not a narc. What is even going on here? I'm not really feeling strongly towards any of these. Like any of these characters so far. Classic narc line. I'm just fooling. No narc would dress like that. Oh. Just like how? Do ghosts even need money? Is this a singles this is a singles mixer. Like you're dressed. Anyway, you're alright. Offer stands. Money to be made. Do ghosts even need money? Now we're back to what we didn't choose. This is a singles mixer. Do ghosts need money? I don't know. Technically, no. We don't buy things. But money buys something else now. Favors with the breathers. Influence. Information. The living always want the money. The living buy plenty. The name's Leon, by the way. Or Leon. I like Leon better. It sounds better. Ooh, Hunting agreed with us. Yeah. I rob banks. Don't judge. I rob banks. You rob banks. Nice to meet you, Leon. I'm not interested. Leon. Leon means lion in Spanish. Which is funny because he's a shark. Banks. Financial institutions. Cash condos. You know the joints. Yeah, he is a shark. How do you propose we do this? I know what banks are. Uno, dos. I guess both lions and sharks are predators. Yeah, I was kind of leaning towards the banks as well. Good. You pass the test then. You meet my impossibly high requirements. A ghost who knows what a bank is. Let's do this. The problem with robbing banks? People see the robbers, but you can't see a ghostie. You can walk right in and float that money right on out. Genius, right? It's the perfect crime. There's no such thing. I can't believe I'm humoring you. Uno, dos. Hey cat, welcome in. Yeah, I think I'm going with 2 as well. Welcome in, welcome in. Yeah, I love those flowers, they're beautiful. We're playing speed dating for ghosts, and Chad gets to choose our answers. So they're just in order, so the top one is going to be 1, 2, 3, etc. Feel free to join in and put your choice in the mix with us. Well, welcome in. It's good to see you, Kat. You know it'll be a good time. We might get money out of it. And what are the consequences? Are the cops gonna arrest a ghost? No. No, they are not. There's no harm in hearing you out. I'm still not convinced. Uno, dos. Uno, dos. 1 or 2. We got a 2 from hunting. We'll go with 2. When you signed up for this, what were you looking for? A spooky book club? A napping partner? Me? I want excitement. What's more exciting than robbing a bank? As a ghost. Who else can offer that kind of fun? Nobody but Leon. 1, not interested. 2, I'd like to know more first. Bum, bum. Kat, how was your day today? Did you stream this morning like you normally do? With art? Everyone else is kind of on a bit of a stream delay, so just giving them the ability to vote yet. But we have 1 for 2. Alright, we'll go with 2. I streamed just now learning Japanese. Hey, cool. It was not bad. Did you use Duolingo? I know that some people like to have like Duolingo streams with learning languages. How was my day? It was alright. It's really hot here, so just kind of chilling. I just killed a spider during stream that I found on the floor next to my chair. But we've gone through a few games today, and we just wanted to cap it out with this, which we actually ended up really liking. Speed dating for ghosts. If it'll get you on board, I'm an open book. Don't even say that, Cat. The bell rings. Nuts. Time to switch seats. Don't worry, I'll be back. We got more to talk about. Cat, I'm not like Adam levels of spider fear, but I'm not a fan. My boyfriend, who here we call Mobo, like Maybay, Mobo, he his master's degree is in zoology, and he really likes spiders and bugs. And he always just gives me crap about it. The second round begins, especially because I don't like them, and I kill him. He's like, "Why did you kill them?" And I was like, "No." Oh, hey, Mel. Yeah, speed dating for ghosts. So remember how I said I hated this game? Yep. I hate playing it alone, I found. Yeah, I was very vocal about hating it, but I played... Yeah, I know, right? I know I said that as much. But I found that if I play it on stream and I let chat choose, which is what we're doing, then I like it a lot. It's a lot more fun that way. Yeah, I know. The second round begins. Alright, now we're back to the scared ghost. The other ghosts, holy were they awful. Leon's just a creep. And Spooky Peter, that name is earned. Oof. Also, I think I forgot to introduce myself. My name's Itchio. Kat, you were just learning Japanese. How do I pronounce this? Okay, I may be slow to respond as I'm making... I feel uncomfortable that dinner and eat are in quotes. But I'm here. Well, welcome in, Mel, if I didn't mention that. Kyo. Okay. Ooh. Kyo means today. Interesting choice of name. Regular dinner and regular eating. Alright. Sorry. No need to be sorry. 1, 2, Leon is a piece of work. And 3, Spooky Peter has been around. 1, 2, or 3. Why did you choose to learn Japanese, Kat? 1, 2, or 3. Got a 1. And we got a 3. I've tried learning it before. Just picked it back up. I'm trying to learn other languages as well. Cool. I'm trying to learn, I'm very tangentially trying to learn right now Bengali, which is my boyfriend's first language. But now that I finally have a job secure and I'm done with my master's degree, and I have a plan for when I'm moving, and I'm getting some stream things checked off my list, now I can really go back and focus on that besides everything else. Hunting, I think we'll go with Mel, just because Mel hasn't been here yet. And I thank you for continuing to participate hunting. I think he's actually just dust. Yeah, he had a lot of dust. My rule? Never trust anyone who wears a hat. Okay. The stuff he said to me. Do not go with any of my choices. Oh boy. The stuff he said to me. The hairs behind your neck know me. Now that's creepy. It's best to hide in the corner of their eye. He's what I was afraid of as a kid. I can see that. When he said I had potential, to he said he's been in books. Oh my goodness. I like culture too. A lot. How is the job thing going? It's going well. I think I passed my background check. They asked me today for my shipping address to send the computer and whatnot. And it's that position. I feel attacked about the hat. Did I say I failed my background check? I meant passed. It's kind of like the other day where I said hindsight is 50-50. And I swore that I did not say that. But they have a clip, so I heard pass. Yeah, no, I passed my background check, I think, because today my boss contacted me about shipping address for my work equipment. I don't really know where it's gonna go or what it is exactly, but I start on the 13th. Probably gonna fall asleep. Hey, no worries, hunting. I'm looking forward to that. As far as streaming things that I got done, so I started getting Franker Face Z stuff. You should be able to see that. I uploaded some. Yeah, enjoy your eventual falling asleep. You're always appreciated here. I set up a Discord. What else did I do? I fixed some commands that I've been meaning to fix. I have a points system besides the cheese curds, and I set up one loyalty redemption with that as well. That Darren is gonna like far too much. I highlighted different parts of different VODs and downloaded them, like different games when we're doing this work through. What else did I do? I did some other stuff. I'm trying to figure out some other minor things, I suppose. But that's what I did. How are you learning it? How am I learning Bengali? Here. Well, let's finish something. I'm gonna go. He said he's been in books. Because if I said that he said I had potential, that means that this person's never gonna talk to us again. So I believe it. The man's almost theatrical. Yeah, I would agree with that. Reminds me of a character actor playing the devil on stage. I totally see it. He made an impression on me. One or two. So right now, to answer your question, Kat, how am I learning Bengali? I have a few apps on my phone that are pretty basic. So one of them has all of the characters in Bengali, all 52 consonants and 12 vowels. And you can spell them, like you can practice drawing them. And you hear the sound with it. And so really that's what I'm starting with. And any words that my boyfriend uses with me, I make him explain what they are. And then I also search for random words and copy them down and use them in everyday conversation with my boyfriend because he thinks it's funny. So that's what I'm doing right now. He's more than willing to teach me, but it's kind of overwhelming since it's a whole different character system and writing system. So I think I'm really going to focus on the writing system, and then from there I'll work on the actual making sense part. But must be handy having someone to speak it with. Yeah. But he has a PhD, so I feel personally self-conscious about doing it, I guess, with him. I don't know. We're also both kind of busy. And I don't live there yet, but I will soon. The plan is to move in November. Okay, so I totally see it. He made an impression on me. I'm going to say I totally see it. I'm not a confident person. I feel that sometimes. But I'm rarely wrong. You know, it's funny that you put that because, that's essentially our skin tones. Between me and him. He's a cutie. You should stay away from him. Your speed dates are going well then. You're not like these other ghosts. One or two. I know that I'm self-conscious about it, but I think it's just because... Are they sweating? Yeah, I think they're sweating. They're really nervous. They're like a scaredy ghost. It's a ghost that's afraid of ghosts, but then they became a ghost, but then they're still afraid of ghosts. Kind of like when I watched this one program on PBS when I was a kid, and it was about a gum monster. And I had nightmares about it for years as a kid, so... I think that's kind of the gist they're going for. Really? Kat, what do you think? Your speed dates are going well then, or you're not like these other ghosts? Two. Okay. I'm sure thankful for that. At best, dating ghosts is frustrating. Everyone asks the same things. How did you die? What was your life like? If we were alive, the questions would be like, what kind of food do you like? What's your favorite movie? Dying doesn't make people more interesting. It's Videodrome, by the way. What? My favorite movie, I mean. Oh. Oh. 1, how did you die? 2, what was your life like? 3, long live the new flesh. 1, 2, or 3. Dying doesn't make people interesting. Oh, please. Not you too. I'll give you the short version. I was in film studies, working my way toward a PhD. In debt, always pretty sad. I had good friends, though. I was always studying. One weekend, they convinced me not to study. They said we should go to the lake instead. I couldn't swim. I never learned. You see where this is going. I drowned. Everything went black and quiet. I woke up dead in a fancy wooden box under 6 feet of dirt. They buried you alive? How did you drown? Now that's the real question. Did they bury them alive? Or did they actually drown? One or two. Yeah, Rip is right. First I was in a canoe. Then I was in water. Then I was in dirt. After I died, my spirit separated from my body like it does for everyone. I fell right through my coffin, through my own body, down, 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 into the bedrock. Ooh, that's a shaky controller. It was so dark. That sounds awful. What did you do? This music, man. Oh, I'm so sorry, Cat. I'm sorry this brings up some bad memories. It was. I will never forget the confusion and the helplessness I seized up. That actually stopped me from falling. When I freaked out, it was like my whole body became corporeal, not flesh. Just like, you know how if you concentrate, you can still pick up objects? Like that. Except I was the object. And the earth was holding me. It was so quiet there. Stuck in solid rock. I've had some time to cope with it. I feel bad I forgot. Yeah, I was telling Hunting about something similar the other day. Where a friend of mine, when I was in between 8th grade and freshman year of high school, died. Not drowning, but ATV accident. It's been, what, 16 years? Some days you really remember, and some days you forget. I feel kind of bad too, honestly, but at the same time, I don't think that they wish you to feel bad about forgetting about them. No need to be sorry, Cat. 1. How did you get out? 2. How long were you down there? 3. Could you hear anything? 1, 2, or 3. Two. This music kind of is like a, I said it earlier, it's kind of like a grunge lullaby. It's hard to say. I didn't know much at that point. I didn't even know I died. Let alone what was happening, where I was. Drowning wasn't as bad as that. Oh boy. Oh, hey, Cat, thanks for the host. Yeah. They're whales. I like them. Hang on, my audio just cut out. I think I got it back now. This headset kind of is going to crap. Yeah, all of my alerts are animal sounds. So my follower alert is cows, obviously. Obviously cows. We have chickens, we have cats. I don't remember what else we have. But listen, I'm sorry I've been such a downer. I promise I'm not always like this. Did I say thank you? If not, thank you. Thank you for the host, cat. I appreciate it. Oh boy. Okay, we're just gonna call this where it sits there. Because it's working. I promise I'm not always like this. I was thinking, maybe we could go out sometime? Somewhere quieter, maybe? With fewer loud bells and spooky Peters? And like that, I just need positivity right now. Oh boy. Oh. I understand. That's not something I can give you, at least reliably. Don't worry. I don't want to hang out with me either. Oh boy. What else? Why should anyone else? The bell rings. Sigh. What a waste of time. Oh, poor kid. Well then, if it isn't the third degree, let's get the interrogation over with. Interrogation? What did you do? A ghost dead as long as me? You're bound to have more questions. Might as well ask. What spooks Spooky Peter? Have you killed anyone? Oh, you were not here, I think, for this one. So this guy died during the bubonic plague in the 1600s. And now his, sole goal in life is to haunt other people. Like, haunt people in real life. What spooks Spooky Peter? Have you killed anyone? How do you scare people? Oh, and he considers himself like the devil's sidekick, and he's trying to recruit us to haunt people. That's what's going on here. Lots of weights. In older days, it was cracks in the window. The slamming of doors. With electricity came flickering lights. These were pedestrian. Over the ages, I learned, if you want to spook 'em good, you must be memorable. You need what my contemporaries call an angle. You don't really look scary. 1, 2. So what do you do now? My method is to be a presence, an entity people feel, but can't quite see. I most surely fear. I'm that looming shadow. When your back is turned in the dark, as you scramble to find the light. Ever get that feeling? When you're seeing to your necessities, shampoo in your eyes shut, that something's there about to get you. That's me. Yikes. Why though? Yeah, right? That's what I'm thinking. Like, either one I think is an adequate answer. Yikes. Why though? The rain falls. Bad things happen to good people. I'm why. Spooky Peter wheezes. Something's rattling around in there. That's a bit disquieting. 1, are you okay? 2, tell me about the plague. Pay the rattle no mind. I died with it. It stays with me. Have you ever been to the mirror world? What? I have. What's that? The place beyond this, but the same as this. Earlier we were playing a different game from this, so this is all from the itch.io bundle for racial justice and equality. And we played, what was that game? Viv and Bob. And it's kind of like that. It's like a mirror. Bob's the uncle and Viv was the girl, like the niece. But then like they were separated and the only way they could talk was through a mirror. But like the total opposites. They had the same things in the room, but it was mirror image. And if you did things in one, it changed things in the other. Anyway. But the same as this. You've seen it. It was an amazing offer, no lie. But always looking in. I definitely took advantage of it. And obviously, I mean, we're going through the games. The bell rings. If you fancy another lesson, come on by that edge of things. I'll show you around the other side. I like that. I'd like that, or if I can find time. Maybe you'd think you'll like it, seeing it's another thing entirely. Some things spook even spooky Peter. Why not, Peter? Yeah, right. Okay, we have one more. Hello again, stranger shark. Still thinking I'm trouble? Yeah. I don't know you well enough yet. You are a thief. Alright, giving him the benefit of a doubt. This again. I hate talking about myself. Almost as much as I hate repeating myself. I came here to find some associates for criminal activities. I'm not looking for friends. 1. What if someone hears you? 2, might as well hear you out. Oh, really? No, I've been live this whole time. That's all I ask. So I found the perfect bank. It's on 4th. A quiet branch. Just a sec, I'll show you. Leon pulls out some graphing paper. That's okay, Cat. I appreciate that you're here now. I drew the layout in pencil. I probably didn't need so much detail, since we're going in the front door. I'll just figured it's best to be prepared. Wait. Does this mean you're interested? No promises yet. Tell me more about you first. Actually, I think I know when my green screen is off. It's because I didn't move my green screen any closer than I normally have it closer. Maybe that's what it is. Hey, it's something. So after we get in the bank, oh man, think fast. We got company. Leon frantically puts the graphing paper away. So then I says to the priest, what are you two talking about over here? The deer is the person who starts the game for us. Oh, hey, Fran. How's it hanging? We've had complaints, Leon. About my cologne? You know what about. I promise I don't. I'm just looking for love. Just like all the other ghosts. Just like my friend here. Fran stares at Leon, like she'll see the truth in his eyes. Fine. But I'm watching you. Both of you. Those eyes. Oh boy. That was a close one. Thanks for not ratting me out. Dun dun dun. No problem. I didn't get a chance. Yeah, so Leon likes to rob banks and then use it to bribe humans that are still alive. I got a good feeling about this. We're gonna be rich. I need to know who I'm working with. I don't need the money. The thrill, then. I've been chasing thrills all my life. I stole candy when I was 9. Switched to stealing beer at 14. Stole my first car a year later. I hit up a convenience store, drive-ins, even held up a laundromat once. I threw my back out, carrying all those quarters, I bet. Did you ever get caught? Why did you steal? These are the important questions. Why did you steal? Or did you ever face real consequences? More like, why do I steal? It made more sense than other work. Getting robbed by the man, legally, you know? Now I steal because I can turn invisible. Used to dream of a power like that. It would have kept me out of a lot of jail. I robbed 5 banks, and all when I was alive. I spent the rest of my life behind bars. Oh, that's awful. Oh, hi. Hey, Josh, welcome in. So the game is going to go away because that's how it does it. But, there you go. There's your shout out. Thanks for coming in. Misfits Raid. Hey. How was your stream? What were you playing? You were playing Stardew? Oh, yeah, Stardew. You're a big fan of Stardew. Among a few other games. Stardew, Overcooked. What's the other one? The one that scares the daylights out of me. Dead by Daylight. That's what it is. How are you? I'm good. We're just playing games from the itch.io bundle for racial justice and equality. And we're on our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're on our 7th game for today. Welcome in, Mariana. Welcome in, Scorpio. I know that Josh says your name all the time, Mariana, but I can't remember what your other name is. I'm sorry. It's gonna hit me as soon as I get into chat, or like as soon as stream's over. I know it. But how was your stream? How did it go? Am I enjoying the bundle so far? Yes. Yes. And when I played this game, which is called Speed Dating for Ghosts, when I played this game the first time, I tested it before I decided to stream them. I hated it. I hated this game. But I actually found that when I play it with chat and I let chat choose the answers, I like it so much. I like it so much. And I never hate games, so I'm really surprised how far difference it is. Some of the games are good and some of the games are awful. Some of the games make no sense and there's no purpose whatsoever. Which I think is kind of what I expected as a whole. But I'm keeping like a tally of them. So I think I'm going to add that to my Discord. Stream went well. Kind of wish I played a more mindless game, to be honest. Oh no. I'm a little worn out from work early in the day. Oh, I'm sorry that you had an exhausting day. But at least Stardew isn't overly taxing, I suppose. Like, it's not like a shoot 'em up, pay attention on every ounce, every time. But, welcome in. You're here for a chill time. This is a chill place to be. This is our last person. We get 3 different ghosts that we talk to when we do 2 rounds, and this is the second round, and this is the 3rd ghost. We have Itchio, which is a ghost who's scared of ghosts. Then we have Spooky Peter, who died in the bubonic plague, and frames himself to be this guy who haunts everyone. Yeah, kind of like the devil sidekick in Haunting kind of thing. And he's trying to recruit us to do that. And then we have Leon here, which in Spanish means lion, right? But he's a shark. But he's trying to convince us to rob banks so then we can use the money to influence the breathers, as he's called. So this is where we are. So Leon, I spent the rest of my life behind bars. So you have unfinished business. So here, for everyone who came in with the raid, and Josh, when I let chat choose, 1 is just the top answer, and then 2 is the bottom answer. And if there's 3, it's 1, 2, 3. The game can be really fast-paced, and it requires you to plan ahead. Anyway, speed dating for ghosts sounds hilarious. Yes and no. Yes and no. I'm not really sure. But once you pick one of them, then you go on a date with them. And the last time we picked one, which was like a week ago, the person that we picked is named Gary. And it turns out, and Gary didn't remember how he died. So we went back to the place where he died, and he remembered that he had built this, like a business, like a business side hustle with his former friend, who ended up embezzling money, and he got so mad about it, he killed his friend. And then he felt so bad about killing his friend that he called the cops. And when the cops came, they killed him. So I'm really curious what's going to happen here. It could be really intense, but very interesting. So 1 or 2 chat. So you have unfinished business, because he spent the rest of his life in jail, this guy. Or how did you die? One or 2. A prison's a hard place, especially when no one trusts you. If there's anything I learned from my dishonest life, it's honesty. Interesting. Oh, Kat, can you at least help us choose? Maybe? Because you've been here. Thank you so much for being here. And the bell rings. That's our time. Thank you. Thank you, Labeled. Thank you, Kat. Hey, Quinn. Thanks for the host. Welcome in. You've heard my pitch, gotten to know me a little more than I like. So what do you say? Alright, 1, 2, or 3. Help him out, turn him down, turn him in. Hey, no worries, Quinn. I think I should probably be asleep too. But we're almost done here, actually. Stream's good. Chat gets to vote on what we choose in this game. So do we help the thief out? Do we turn down his plan for us to help steal? Or do we turn him in? For trying to get us to help him recruit victims. Alright, so we have a 1 and we have a 2. Help him out and turn him down. What else? Don't turn him in, no snitching. Anyone else to break the tie? He doesn't care about you, not really. He only kind of cares about money. Bum, bum. Help him? Oh boy. Here, let's do eeny, meeny, miny, mo. So we'll start at the top. So, eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a tiger by the toe. If he hollers, let him go. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Turn him down. Fair enough. You know the plan. You know me. If you change your mind, I'll be at this branch. At this time, Leon slides you a slip of paper. It's been a slice. Who says that? Choose your date. Do we go with Leon? He's kind of creepy though. Yeah, he is kind of creepy. Like, Spooky Peter, who purposely haunts people. Or Kyo, who's a ghost that's afraid of ghosts. Who are we gonna go on a date with? We got 1 vote for Peter. I don't like any of them. Either do I, Cat. I don't like any of them. I feel like there's just... Anyone else? I guess Peter. Alright. Thanks for helping us choose, guys. You arrive for your date with Spooky Peter, a hall of mirrors at a roadside carnival. A clown's face, all smiles and menace, watches over the entrance. Spookster. Welcome to my home. He lives at a carnival. Inside are twisted corridors lined with mirrors. Oh, he lives in a spook house in a carnival. Why does he feel so much less scary then? Yeah, right, Cat? That's what I was just thinking. Like, with only a slight reflection, it's especially disorienting to navigate these halls. Spooky Peter leads you to a specific mirror, taller than the others. The mirror's face is concave, as if to pull in everything around it. We are going into this mirror. Follow him or hesitate. One or two. One or two. I'll go with one. Because if we hesitate, like, date over. Together you step inside the mirror. Welcome to the mirror world. Or as it's known here, the Roa. Realm. Echt. That's the mirror world spelled backwards. You see the eerie green? That's what happens when an image reflects itself. It takes on an eerie green. The more times a reflection is reflected, the greener it becomes. Just like this. That's pretty green. There's actually a science behind that. One or two. Oh, I didn't understand your question, I guess, Quinn. Is he on fire? No, I think he's just old. Oh, he's covered in dust. Like that was their shtick with him, that he was really dusty. So I think that's what it is. One or two. I think he's just old. Well, like 1600s old. Thank you. Thank you. Do not be afraid. Nothing here can hurt you in the mirror world. The physical laws are upended. Am I really here? Or am I over here? Or am I over here? Perhaps it is all of the above. That was a joke. All of the above. Because they're above and they're saying it. It's a joke. Or even nowhere at all. That's amazing. Okay. One or two. I'm not like super amazed by that. So I think I'm just gonna go. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Kat. You are not impressed. No, I'm not. Not really. I understand. You are a younger ghost. These sort of tricks can hardly compete with modern conveniences like the internet. And the cotton gin. Come with me. Two inventions hundreds of years apart. The spooking hour approaches. It's 3 a.m. in case you're wondering. Where are we going? Why 3 a.m.? We are headed to a brownstone. A walk up I know quite well. The second floor apartment. In a house going 100 years. The student of the arts named Paul has moved in. He heard the rumors. The house is haunted, they said. He ignored them. The cost was worth the fear. Together, you and Spooky Peter fly through the void, passing countless mirrors in reverse, each peering into a life still being lived. Each mirror in the living world is actually a door, staring into one long enough in the dark. Or saying a spirit's name 3 times, that's like knocking. After a short trip through oblivion, you arrive at a particularly decorative mirror. A splendid haunt. Spooky Peter leads you through the mirror into a long hall lined with bricks on one side. There are still boxes in the hall. The mirror you stepped through is propped up against the wall. At the far end is a massive kitchen with original marble tile that does well to hide its age. Paul is sleeping. Let's get to spookin'. Spooky Peter leads you through the closed bedroom door, where a man in his 20s is sound asleep on a mattress. He's snoring loudly. Spooky Peter floats into one shadowy corner by the open window, then motions for you to do the same. The curtain flaps over Peter's shadowy visage. He stands silently, hat bent slightly forward. ... He's just standing there. Should we flicker the lights? Should we shake the bed? Asking the real questions here. How do you haunt? Patience, protege. The aim is to be a presence, not a threat. Spooky Peter stands motionless for several minutes. Wait, no, 40 minutes, oh my. 40 minutes of doing nothing but standing there. Finally, he moves away from the corner. Watch, protege, as I tighten the knot. Spooky Peter sinks into the hardwood floor. The old wood lets out a loud creak, 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 as steady as a pulse. Paul is still snoring. Peter moves into the ceiling and starts to scratch. Scritch, 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 like raspy breaths. Paul is still snoring. It sounds like my parents. Peter is starting to look annoyed. He floats over to Paul and peeks in his ears. Some sort of orange foam. It obstructs his ear canal, preventing him from hearing us. Again, I am thwarted by the progress of man. 1, this is pointless. 2, scratch on the wall. Maybe like the wall vibrates the bed or something. Maybe that's what he's thinking. I think I'll go with that. You scratch with one nail. Yeah, you agree with me. Cat, you agree. You scratch with one long nail. Long and deep above Paul's head, and leaves a long vertical line in the plaster. Make it an arrow. Oh, this is kind of creepy. Make it an arrow pointing down. Make it an arrow pointing up. Make it a cross. I think any of them can be equally creepy. So, does it go back down? No. I'm just gonna do this for a bit, and then I can't really see. And then I'll pick that one. A puzzling symbol. This is good. He'll most certainly fret over its meaning. The fear this will sow brings me butterflies. I am proud of you, protege. Truly, you are spooky this day. Spooky Peter leads you back into the hallway mirror. Back through this weird mirror world of his. A fractal realm on the dull side of the train. Train? Tane. I do not know that word. What he said. Eventually you reach the mirror that leads back to where you came in. Well, this is me. Thank you for your company. This was fun. This was weird. Yeah, this was weird. Thank you. Okay. That means a lot to me. Before we return to the physical world, I should warn you, time behaves differently in the mirror world. What may have felt like hours was in fact years. A decade has passed since we began this date. I speak in jest. Oh my gosh. It's barely been the length of a talkie. The look of fear on your face, and there was some fear on mine as well. Spooky Peter spooked you good. He tips his hat to say goodbye. More dust falls off the brim. I guess I'll be seeing you. A breeze picks up and the rest of him blows away. Sorry about this one. What does that even mean? Sorry about it. Well, that was interesting. You can revisit all the people that we played in the graveyard. I wonder what it says here for Peter. Oh, so it gives you information. You can replay the date. I did not know that. Well, there we go.